What's up, y'all? This is going to be a reading for the sign of Scorpio. I'm going to go in and get a general guiding energy to lead the reading. This one to pop out. 2 of Cups. And on the bottom of the deck, we have 6 of Swords. Knight of Swords in reverse. And 9 of Swords in reverse. With 2 of Cups being the guiding energy, it tells me that there's some sort of reflection happening here. Let me get some clarification to see if this is a soulmate or is this a reflection happening within the self. King of Swords in reverse. I do feel like this is connected to some sort of soulmate energy here. When I say soulmate, this could be a romantic connection, a platonic connection, a family blood connection. It could be a work relation. Just like the point is that it's somebody that your soul is intertwined with and connected with and meant to learn lessons and navigate through energies with in this lifetime. And there's a soul history there. There's depth and remembrance, and yeah, it's just mad deep. With 6 of Swords following this, I feel like there has been weight within this connection, within the history of it, whether it's someone new to this current lifetime or not. It's like y'all's souls have history with one another, and there's a lot of weight here. There's a lot of deep history that feels is difficult in some way. It's heavy in some way. It needs to be balanced, transmuted into like a harmonious energy. Knight of Swords in reverse and 9 of Swords in reverse, and then King of Swords in reverse and the 6 of Swords. Like there's a lot of there's only 5 cards on the table and 4 of them are swords, and the one that's not is the one that's telling me this is a soul connection. The swords are all about the brain, like logic, rational thought processes, as well as truth and perspective. It feels like I'm definitely getting like a heavy energy around this. I feel like especially on, take this as it resonates, but with the King of Swords in reverse, I feel like there's a masculine dominated energy. I feel like there's a masculine dominated energy here that is experiencing a lot within perspective shifting happening right now in a way that's type uncomfortable and kind of relentless is what it feels like. And again, take this as it resonates. When I say masculine and feminine, like we all have masculine and feminine energies within each of us. So this could be the masculine energy within you. It could be, you know, take it as it resonates. Knight of Swords in reverse. There's a lot of like kind of uprooting that wants to happen, but I feel like they're still dragging this space of just being like in this weight. 2 of Pentacles. There's like a deeper inner truth that this person is being met with energetically, and it feels like they have a lot of walls up. They have a lot of resistance to this. Even like, I feel like all of that is happening in the subconscious before it's even coming to the conscious type shit. And with the 2 of Pentacles, it confirms for me that this is a soul connection, And it's not only based in like an emotional, spiritual world, it's also very based in the physical realm. And I feel like someone really needs to hear that, because it's like part of you feels like it's never gonna make it into the physical realm, but there's so much that is like physically based. You feel me? With the 9 of Swords in reverse, I'm getting like someone is being kept up at night, whether it's one or both of y'all. Like there's a lot. I feel like it's gonna manifest, like even if it's being mainly felt on one person's end, is affecting the other person as well, because y'all are so soul tied. It's like if one of y'all's up all night, the other's up all night. And it's like so many, it feels like most of it is very much in the brain and like thinking and like trying to like figure this out in a rational way, in a logistical way, especially on the masculine side, which masculine energy is very dominated in like the physical realms and action and like what you can see with the physical eye, as opposed to like the feminine energies are much more in like a subjective, almost receptive, astral type of space. Like this person is really trying to make some logistical sense of this connection, of this situation, and that's what has them up like all night, is because like there is no doing that. This isn't something that you can just like compartmentalize in only the physical realm. Like it's deeper than that, and there's so much more to the picture than that. And so that's why this person is kind of just like stuck going in circles at this time, having a lot of trouble like surrendering to this truth, because this truth is based in soul, is something that's beyond logic. 2 of Swords. It's so interesting. We have 2, 2, 2. And I saw 222 just before I started doing this reading on the clock. Like these feel like they're coming up to really, like the 2s to me are very indicative of like a soul connection, like a soul tie between 2 souls. But it's also bringing this energy of this like, oh, and we had the 10 of Wands come out in reverse. I don't think I ever said that, but it's definitely giving this energy with the 2s of like someone at some sort of crossroads, and it's like they're being met with an opportunity to make like a this or that, like black or white concrete decision, and they're having a lot of trouble with this. And it's because like they're not meant to like lock themselves into like a yes or no, or a this way or that way. It's the energy at the present moment is requiring them to be in somewhat of a limbo state, of a feeling through things moment by moment. But I feel like this is mad difficult for this person. This person is someone who really like, I mean, all people, like the human brain wants to feel like it has some sort of control, or like some sort of frame of prediction over a situation or something, some sort of understanding, rationality, like clear perspective. And when it comes to this, that's just like not obtainable, at least not in a way that's like truly authentic. And this person is wise enough to know that like they have a gauge of what is true, and it's like they're trying to fit something into that box that's like, it's not compatible in that way. It don't make sense that way. And yeah, this has them in like a very restless energy at this time. I feel like there could be some anxiety coming up, and just like an overwhelming desire to kind of just like simplify something, or get it to a space where they feel more settled and grounded and clear about the situation. But it's like it's just not available to them. Let's keep going. Ace of Wands and 8 of Swords. It's definitely a fiery new beginning that is like coming through. I feel like they're learning to move from this space of where they were just trying to view things in a logical space. They're moving into a space of energy, which is based in physical and spiritual realm. It's like energy don't lie. It doesn't always make rational sense, but it also doesn't lack physical proof and like merit. And King of Pentacles in reverse, the World, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, and the Magician in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, Death, the Moon. This new beginning, like I'm describing, of being able to shift into like an energetic perspective as opposed to like a brain-based logical perspective, is definitely like happening, especially with the Death card coming up and the Moon and the World. Like there's a significant transformation happening, not only within this person but within the connection itself. But it does feel very like intimidating in a lot of ways, especially with the Moon here. It's just like this is unknown territory to them. And with the King of Pentacles in reverse, it feels like this person thought that they had everything all figured out in a way. Like it's like they know that they're always growing and there's always more to unlock and learn, but it's like they felt like they had like some sort of system in place and some sort of like stability that was like working up to this point. And then it's like now they've come into a whole new realm of territory that they're like, I didn't even know we could go here, and like my tools aren't really working for this. And it's definitely challenging their self confidence in a way, or like this feeling of like they were so self-assured in the past to almost an unbalanced space, and they're being somewhat humbled right now and challenged within this like mode of living. And it's definitely causing a lot of like uprooting to happen. There may be some sort of like, there may be some fear and doubt coming in a little bit, but I don't feel like it's like an overwhelming amount where it's gonna like prevent this transformation. Like this transformation is well on its way, with like the Death and the Ten of Swords upright, and the World is also a very big self-transformation card. But they're definitely still like in the heat, in the thick, in the heart of this transformation, because we have a lot of cards on the table, like the Eight of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Nine of Swords in reverse, Six of Swords, like all these cards where like this person is somewhat still in a cage of the mind and their soul is trying to break out of that, but it's a process. It's something that's taking time, and it's like not only time, but situations are being attracted into their life to kind of like challenge these aspects of them and move them through into a new way of operating. With the Six of Pentacles, I feel like there's this like rebalancing happening energetically between the two of y'all in a natural way. And it definitely feels like in the hands of nature, or like the universe, God, source, whatever you want to say. Like it's not your responsibility, it's not even their responsibility or anyone's. It's something that there's like a trust that the energies are moving this way naturally. And I'm getting that with the Magician reverse too. It's like as much power as you do hold over like exercising your own free will and directing your life in its path, it's like this, you've already planted these seeds. You've already clarified for yourself like where your energy is in this. And now it's time to like let go, like lose control type shit. Like just let the energies flow. Queen of Wands in reverse and King of Pentacles in reverse is really sticking out to me, which I've already touched on this King of Pentacles in reverse, where it was like they've built this system for themselves and now it's being challenged. I feel like both of you are in some way, like this is where some sort of reflection is coming in between the both of y'all. Like, I don't feel like you're going through the same type of transformation that they're going through, but y'all are both in a space of somewhat being challenged with, like, y'all have both gotten to like kind of a stable space in how you view things and interact with life, and seeing those interactions and programs and intentions and dreamscapes come to life in a way that was like, oh, that worked, that was successful in some way. But it's like you're both moving into new territory in a way. It's almost like y'all are like flipping scripts. Wow, that was cool. Like, it's like they've been very deep in the more physical realm of viewing and interacting with this lifetime, and you've been more in the energetic realm of this, and it's like y'all are flipping scripts. It's like now you're being made to kind of like cultivate new systems and processes and awarenesses within the physical realms, and they're having to do that with the energetic realms. And it's almost like I feel like there could be some sort of overlap happening, because it's almost like y'all are meant to help guide each other through this. It's like, oh, I've mastered that, let me help guide you, and vice versa. Interesting. Let's go a little deeper. Nine of Wands, the Star, and the Fool. The Nine of Wands makes me feel like y'all are very, very close to this star energy, which is feeling like very deep healing, but also this like wish fulfillment type of energy. And it's followed by the Fool, which is a brand new beginning. The Fool is it's the soul of the tarot. It's what guides the whole tarot's journey. And it's definitely a card of like the beginning of a new era, a new life. And it just feels like with the Nine of Wands, it's very fueled by like passion and like chemistry and just really energized being. And with the Star, it's like these dreams have already been dreamt. These have been like wishes and intentions and dreamscapes that y'all have both been cultivating and manifesting, and it's time to start budding into this new physical and energetic like baby. Like, not, I mean, maybe for some people a literal baby, but it's just like a new era, a new cycle and era of this lifetime. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, I'm sorry, Five of Pentacles in reverse, Judgment in reverse, and Four of Cups. It feels like it's like I started to get lost in the sauce of like where everything is going, and then it kind of like checked in with the history of this connection, and there's definitely space to hold and like I'm getting like, don't forget the past, don't forget the history of this. And it's definitely not like holding on to past versions of yourselves, or like there's definitely a big release and restart happening, but it's still important to kind of like assess how y'all treated each other in the past, what perspectives y'all held in the past. And I don't know exactly why, but it just feels like there's a deep relevance of that coming up in terms of how this energy needs to be balanced going forward. It's like I feel like there was some sort of, I don't know if it was disharmony, because it also feels like the way things needed to move in order for y'all to like get your respective evolutions and lessons and all of this unlocked. So it's not necessarily disharmonious in that sense. Like, this was all divine, and you know, it played out how it needed to. But there was some sort of disharmony between the two of y'all energetically, in a way that it's like it needs to be conscious of and held in some respect as you move into this new era, in order to then balance those. You feel me? And with the Four of Cups, it's this reminder of your tool of discernment and selectivity. And it's like, as much love and soul connection as there is present here in this dynamic, is still like, don't let that blind you to like, the overall goal is harmony, balance, however that needs to happen. And so it's this reminder of like knowing your worth, knowing what you want and need, especially like at this present moment in your present lifetime, and not settling for less, even within this connection where it's like, you may think you couldn't be settling for less here because it's a soul connection, it's meant to be la 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 la, but it's like there's divine rhythm and synchronicities and honorings of self that happen even within connections this deep and soul relevant. You feel me? Like, that's not something to get lost here. It's definitely something that's asking to be in your main awareness. And yeah, don't people please within this connection or any. Don't settle for less. I'm getting this message of like, someone feels that they've been somewhat of a hermit or somewhat closed up. And it's interesting because like in certain moments you start to feel like, have I been too harsh with the world, or like, have I kept myself too isolated? But I'm getting a really distinct message that this has been a really important era of cultivating like what you like. You've come to a space of sensitivity with energies that you come across, and being able to differentiate like, what is my vibrational match or higher. And it feels like you are a very high frequency compared to a lot of humans on this planet, and that's no type of like, it's not to say you're better than anyone else, but it's like you've intentionally crafted this frequency that you are vibrating. And there are a lot of people on this planet that have also come to similar heights in this frequency. And it's not even about, I'm trying to figure out how to describe this, because it's not always about like higher or lower. It's also just like where you're at in your journey in this lifetime. And it feels like you're in somewhat of a rare, or yeah, like a rare frequency that, while it can attract a lot of different frequencies, it can't like resonate on that level with so many. Like, it's very almost rare that you come across people and situations that are your frequency or higher, and you've just become so much more selective and intentional about only interacting with those frequencies. And so it's put you in a space where you have been in a way somewhat isolated or kept to yourself. But it feels like this is like for your evolution. This is for your capability of being able to sharpen that tool of selectivity and keeping your frequency on the up and up. And I feel like within this new era with the Fool, it's like you're about to kind of like open up and break through into this next tier where there will be a lot more beings, like people in your life that are being attracted into your life that are actually your match or higher. Like there's also reasons energetically and for your own lessons that you had to be in somewhat of a container, is what I'm getting. But it's not of a lack of people in this world that are your match. It's more just like it was a combination of things, you feel me? But you're stepping into a space where I feel like you're gonna get to attract a lot more of like your soul family and like people that are just like on that same wave of that same caliber of frequency. So that's mad exciting and something to look forward to for sure. All right, I'm gonna get just like 2 more, and then I'll go in with the concluding oracle card. Temperance in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse. This lifetime, this connection, it's all very divinely held and guided. And I feel like with the Knight of Cups in reverse, like with them in the reverse, it just feels like you're really close to this space of balance. You're really close to this space of being seen with your emotions and receiving emotions, like this vulnerability that flows both ways. It feels like you're really close to a lot of energy, and I'm gaining an energy of like you're closer than you think, and you're just gonna have to trust this process. You're definitely like on your path and it's happening. Okay, I'm gonna get a Starseed Oracle card to conclude the reading. What is the concluding message for the sign of Scorpio? Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. I'm just really getting that like this connection is part of like a soul family. Like there's something really deep here, and it feels like even connected to more than just the two of y'all. Like I feel like it's something about like your friends or your people and their people, and it's like all of it is connected in some sort of like soul level. And like I don't know, there's like a bigger web of souls that are connected between y'all. Like that's what I'm getting. And hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. I feel like there's a lot for like y'all's community, this community of souls to unlock on a very deep, influential type of level. I feel like it's like a group of people connected to y'all that are like going to influence the world in some really, like you already are influencing the world in more ways than you know, and y'all will only continue to grow in this respect. Stay present with what comes up and what is reflected for you through the people that you meet, and through this connection, and through your inward reflections as well. All right, bet. That's what I got for you, Scorpio. If these messages resonate with you, please like, comment, subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can shoot me an email. My email's in the description down below. Namaste. The divine in me bows to divine in you.